Hey, are you addicted to social media? Let's say it out loud, my screen time is horrendous. And no matter how much I try to spend some time offline, I simply can't spend my day without checking out Instagram or TikTok at least once. And sure, we all know the side effects of social media, such as low attention span or addiction to the internet. But we often forget about the most dangerous thing out there: fake people, fake lifestyles, and even fake identities. Starting off strong, 90% of lifestyle influencers aren't living the way they show us. I guess if I film on the clean parts of my apartment and mash up multiple days in one clip, my life is gonna look as glorious. Not claiming that people I've shown you are doing that. But it's time for us to understand that Instagram and TikTok are as fictional as any sci-fi movie. And even the way they need to stage waking up from the bed. I've made a whole video about fake motivation and productivity, so I know what I'm talking about. But if only everything ended with aesthetic girls. Another big lie social media sells us is that everyone is rich. My son is a doctor. My son got promoted at McDonald's. Well, my daughter is a lawyer. My son is a millionaire at 20. Somehow this made me want to go to McDonald's. Well, let's start with that becoming a millionaire at 20 is quite impossible. But those guys with 5 watches in their hands and a Lamborghini, like they would tell you that they have rented it. Or let's be honest, just saw it on the street and took a photo. You can also scavenge for 100 MacBook boxes and pretend like you've bought all of them. Listen, maybe there is a way to become a millionaire. I also can't stand that comparison. Look, I finally have my lawyer degree. You are a lawyer. Well, I am twice as lawyer as you are. This makes no sense. You make no sense twice. The chances of becoming a millionaire at 20 are very slim. Yes, but not impossible. It's your head. If you control that and set your mind on it, then it is very possible. So you are a millionaire, the person who wrote this comment. Something tells me they're not. Well, maybe they just don't want it? Yeah, it scares me that this content does make people believe in a beautiful lie. And these people will also swear to tax office that all of those money is fake. Yeah, this obviously is fake, but how much dedication is in that? Imagine printing out all of those fake banknotes and then shipping them to this place. This must have been embarrassing and quite a workout. And remember I said something about editing together footage from different days? You can also take some random videos. For some reason I doubt that this guy was flying on this plane and his crew was filming it. But this guy is not as popular, so no confrontation will work on them. But if it endangers your reputation, be prepared for a masquerade.
Hey man, we're not buying your $700 course on how to get rich, bro. We're not stupid. This plane is not in the air. I am 100% sure this is just a private jet production set.
I want to set this straight. Samuel, the guy on the plane, is a millionaire and probably has an opportunity to fly in a private jet. But what one person can do to the confidence of a millionaire? Because it seems like he's going into a match your dad just to prove us wrong and that he indeed can fly on a private jet.
This plane is not in the air. I am 100% sure this is just a private jet production set.
This plane is not in the air.
He has never left the States.
Oh, it's Durag is sitting way too tight, man.
Oh, and the water is not moving.
The water is fake. I bet this guy has never even flew an economy, man.
If you think that questioning something like flying on a plane is weird, think twice. Those fake studios are real. Maybe MacBook boxes ain't such a stupid idea. Either way, this whole situation is so silly because it doesn't matter at this point if the jet was real or not. People just straight mock him. Y'all didn't prove him wrong though. Bro, let us look at the window. And still, you can't prove that you're in air. For example, you are the person who flies on a private jet. Do you care what someone thinks about it? You have millions to wipe your tears. Yet he can't stop proving something that we don't really need. Fake jet. Just chilling at my fake jet studio. Surely he is, but he didn't understand the point. No one cares. They had to downgrade the jet now. Just put the course in the bio, little bro. And speaking of that course, Samuel is a representation of that unrealistic lifestyle. And the way he makes it even worse, he's selling it. Every online program on how to become a millionaire is sort of a scam. You cannot tell me otherwise. Why? Because there is no certain way you can do it. There are simply too many aspects. Luck is one of them. And he could tell there are some important things but nothing revolutionary. And unfortunately, selling a dream is a scam. If you buy some course, that doesn't mean that in a month you'll fly on a private jet. Sadly, some influencers who were initially spreading awareness or some sort of positivity can end up a lie as well. One of the most recent ones is the body positive creator Claret. Her whole personality was built around loving yourself and accepting your body. I can't wear a bodycon dress, I'm too flat. Yes, you can. She was born with a flat chest and most of her content was about it. How to live with it, how to bear with stereotypes, and how to love yourself. And it is such an important thing. Girls being insecure about their flat chest. My page. I think a lot of people actually need to know that there is someone just like you and they love it. Finding someone inspiring you to be brave and be yourself is great. And we love people who get popular over a good thing. But the moment those people start to get money, I guess all of their principles disappear.
Yes, I did have a boob job. I know this might come as a shock because my whole page used to be about loving my flat chest and being confident with it. I literally built my entire career and following around that. So why did I do it? Am I crazy? Was everything a lie? Was I secretly insecure this whole time and just use body positivity as a way to make money so I could finally afford a boob job? No, let me tell you the real reason why I did it. And it comes down to one word. Fun.
I guess you can do that for fun, but are those insecure girls not welcome at your page anymore? Being a public person means taking responsibility, and doing something like that with the audience like hers is extremely irresponsible. If you're bored and have money, buy yourself a car, or at the end of the day, a private jet. But somehow she chose the only thing she was talking about in her account, the only insecurity she had. And of course, all of her fans are just destroyed. They don't even understand if there was a real person on those videos. But she asked a great question. Was everything a lie? Wouldn't it just make those who can afford surgery more insecure? Wow, you just destroyed many people's lives. Okay, this makes me more insecure. I thought she's an influencer who teaches not to be insecure. What happened to loving ourselves? And yes, I think she can do whatever she wants to her body. It's just sad that we can't rely on people who were somehow supporting us. That's another lesson we have to learn. Never idolize people you see online. She had a strong word and now it costs nothing. Because if you say something on the internet, that doesn't mean that's how you live in real life. Especially if it's something related to your own body. Because even famous fitness influencers do BBL or a tummy tuck.
Hey guys, I just want to come on here and have a chat with you all about some stuff, hopefully clear up any confusion. During COVID, I made a lot of money very, very quickly and decided to make a very impulsive and uneducated decision to get a BBL. I had fat removed from various parts of my body and placed on the outer glute, like hip dip region, to try and give myself more like rounder shape.
Even though this influencer did a Brazilian lift, I still think she's good at what she's doing. Just look at those muscles and everything. But we do understand that to sell your product better, you have to be perfect. And I would be thankful if every person would say what they have undergone. Going to the gym is harder and will take longer to see a result than doing a BBL. But for some reason they want to end it with a scandal and sell false promises. So please don't look at other people's bodies. All celebrities are heavily edited. I've even found a guy who makes videos discussing if a fitness influencer did a butt lift or not. Isn't it crazy? Can you only imagine how many fitness influencers do that and we know nothing about it? And of course, insecurities and toxicity those creators inject in us is bad. But you don't even realize what you can do with fake power. It goes much further than you think. People with a lot of followers can fake anything and stay rich and popular. Like for example, dishonest reviews. And I think the brightest example of it is a makeup influencer Michaela.
Flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm gonna add a second.
Okay, this makes me really sad because normally I find a lot of positivity in Michaela's content, but she says this is one coat and this is two, and girl, you know mascara doesn't do that.
This one is a classic of dishonest reviews. It's really obvious that she added a second layer of fake lashes. And I get it, making an advertisement for influencers equals getting money. We all know about partnerships and we can't do anything about it. And even if we end up finding out about a lie, that doesn't necessarily mean that the influencer will stop with it.
I want to like this. I do. I want to like it, but the wand is too big. And it works almost too well. Like once you get those brow hairs in place, they are stuck. And it's actually a little bit difficult to get off. Makes my brows look pretty good, but I just really prefer my NYX brow glue.
This was an honest review on a product. She said some good things about it and things she didn't like. But then a bit later we get a second review on the same product.
To be gel, they came out with a brow gel called Glued. Wow. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do a soap fluffy brow. My brows, it feels really nice and cold. Okay, easily combed through. I know something though, my brows look so good. They look so fluffy.
Isn't it just insanely funny? I feel like there's always a breaking point in every influencer's career. At first they're honest about their review and try to sell the products but not to lie to their audience. But when you're already a big influencer and your pricing is going higher and higher, you don't need much of a response from your viewers. Brands already acknowledge you. And how to trust influencers? Because when you see an obvious lie about some brands, you can't trust them anymore. And honestly, it's the right thing to do. And you can ask me why even so many people want to become an influencer. In the current world of social media, clout is a currency. If you look famous, people will believe you are. And it doesn't matter if those 3 million of followers are real people or just fake accounts. If it looks good on paper or your Instagram bio, that's what counts.
I'm not naming no names, but I wish you guys knew how easy it is to fake being wealthy for the internet here in LA. A lot of those big money guys and your favorite creators don't live where you think they live. So up the street from here, we have this $100 million mansion that costs $90 an hour to rent out. A lot of creators rent that space once a week, film their content, and make it look like they live there. Rent a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, 99 bucks an hour.
That's basically a guy with stacks of printing out money. Fun fact, some of the creators do otherwise. For example, when they have so much money that it feels unright to show all of them to your audience. Or some scandal forces them to be relatable. So they just film near a white wall just to show us that they're just like us. Famous example of that is Hailey Bailey in her apology video.
It gets crazier because most people in LA have a following. Because to be a model or an actor, there's a lot of casting calls you can't go to unless you have a following. What used to happen is when you got with an agency, they would dump you a bunch of bots.
Having followers almost makes you more accountable. More agencies trust you. More people want to work with you. Also, it makes your bad decisions less visible. You know that influencers can hide anything under an aesthetic content. And that brings us back to where we started. Don't believe anything you see online. Just because someone has followers, that doesn't mean that they're genuine. You can buy bots. You can buy fake press. You can buy your way onto red carpets. You can even buy a star. And in order to become that big star, all methods are good.
Let's talk about big creators stealing small creators' content, i.e. what just happened to me. So about a month and a half ago, I made this video about the 2 things I always do when I wear a hat. And I was wearing a hat that day. I felt inspired to share it with my audience. I hadn't seen a video like that, so that's what I did. And the video did pretty well. And a couple days ago, some sweet angel of a TikTok user commented and tagged me in this creator's video. This creator made this video a couple days ago. Never seen her before, but she has almost 200,000 followers. And to say that our videos are similar is a bit of an understatement.
Not only do those creators care so little about those who watch them, they also don't give a chance for other creators to grow. This is the stinkiest thing you can do. And by that, I realized how little you know about people you see online. Even their content can be stolen. They don't have an identity. Whatever they see, whatever is popular right now, that's who they are. Not a bit of a real person. And this happens a lot. This happened to me, Madison Humphrey. I did a video called POV the girl who always thinks she's pregnant. 2 months later, I see her video and I swear it's almost shot for shot exact. This happened so much to me, I stopped posting. Specifically, one creator with over 1 million plus followers. I would spend hours making unique creations, then a week later they show up in her videos. No credit. Oh, this has happened to me so many times, it's ridiculous at this point. And with rise of fake people and AA, we get hundreds of fake AA accounts on Instagram. And I've even found an AA influencer who's kind of proud of being an AA.
What if I told you that I was AI generated? Pause for dramatic effect, because it's true. It's true. And I feel like I'm slaying hard. So follow me, come hang out with the AI girlies on the AI side of TikTok because it's happening.
I don't know about you, but I'm scared that it's happening. What other things are going to be after an AI side of TikTok? Sometimes you open the app and in 10 minutes there happens so much that you can't comprehend it. Like you need to start making money, wake up at 5 AM, buy this new camera, get out and hang out with your friends. And maybe you want to do all of those things. But do you think it's possible for one person? Social media made us forget that some things are normal. Like having a small group of friends, living in a small apartment, having a not perfect body. Can you only imagine how easily we are influenced by people on the internet? Maybe we were not designed for social media, at least in the form it exists today. And please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm a small creator and it is really important for me. Bye!